Hi guys! So today I'll be doing a tutorial on this, I have no idea what I'm gonna call this yet. I want it to look like this angelic sort of girly girl with a pop of periwinkle. And I find this to be very wearable for like a party, for like your birthday party, for like a festival because it got that sparkle. Before I start the tutorial, I want to mention that I am filming this with a brand spanking new camera. This is the Canon 70D. I went from the 600D to the 70D, and this is my first time filming with it, so I do want to apologize in advance if some of the camera work is off. So maybe the white balance is a little bit off, or maybe the focusing is a little bit off because this is autofocus and everything, and it's just a journey that we have to go through together. I am really happy to have my 70D though, because I actually have more ISO and more lighting and temperature settings. I think 70% of you right now think, what are you talking about? Just get to the damn tutorial, girl. I do want to apologize in advance if some things are a little bit off, but I'm working on it. And other than that, if you want to know how to get this look right here, mama, then please keep watching. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is prep my face, and for this I'm going to use something new. I don't have it in its full packaging because I tried a sample. I got a sample. What's inside of this little pot right here is Chanel's LeBlanc. It's like LeBlanc serum. It's part of their makeup line. So that is what I'm going to apply to my face today as a serum. Dipping my finger in. I tried this in the store and it felt and smelled amazing. Didn't try it on my face though. Feels very moisturizing slash thick, but not like cake-ish. It's not like, oh my god, my skin can't breathe. For foundation today, I'll be using my Revlon Color Stay in, where's the number? In 110 Ivory. I find to keep my channel new and improving and you know, daring and new, I like to switch my foundations up a little bit. So today I am going for the Revlon Color Stay. And I'll be applying that with my Makeup Geek stippling foundation brush. I totally forgot how much coverage this bad boy has. Oh my god. Goes to show that makeup preference really change by age, because I used to obsess over this when I was younger. And right now, after not using it for a couple of years and going back to it for this video, I kind of feel like, holy shit, where did I need that coverage for? So as usual for concealer, I'm going to go with my MAC Pro Longwear in NC15. And of course my MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Radiant Rose. And I'm going to buff that in using my Sigma Tapered Kabuki in F86. I feel loving this technique. Okay, so now that I've got that all blended in, I'm now just gonna do my brows and one eye off camera, and then I will be back. So the first thing we're gonna do for eyes is apply a base to prevent the eyeshadows from creasing, and I used my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot for that. My first eyeshadow is gonna come from the Sigma Smokescreen palette, this one right here, and I'll be using this color right here, and this is called Haze. And what I'm gonna do is take a big blending brush. This is the Zoeva 228 crease brush, and what I'm gonna do is flick this into my crease. There's not really a technique going on here. I'm just blending it in. And as I blend that in, I like to take it up a little bit higher and just give that a really smooth edge. I'm gonna take that same color and run it underneath. And I'm also going to let them meet up here right on the outer edge. Going back into the Sigma Smokescreen palette, taking this color right here, this is called Rave. And that color is going all over the lid, blending into the crease. Once that is blended in, I'm going to go into this amazing Chanel product. This is a Stylo Eyeshadow in number 7, Moon River. And it's quite an unusual product because it feels cooling and wet once you apply it. So I'm going to take that Stylo Eyeshadow and place it all over my lid, meeting up to the crease. And then quickly with my finger, I'm going to pat it in. And again, while I'm at it, I'm also going to run this on the bottom. And again, quickly with my finger, blending that in. For a pop of color on the inner part of my crease, going back to that Smokescreen palette again and taking this color right here. This is Misty, which is a really nice pastel-y lavender. And just taking the slightest bit of that and running this on the inner part of my crease. And that gives it a really fun, light, lilac-y touch. For some extra pizzazz and sparkle, I'm going to go into this Catrice Iridescent Topper. This is a liquid glitter, sort of like the Lorac 3D glitter, that one. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and first run this on top of my lid. And that will really tie these sort of musky brownie shades together with the lilac-y shade. And then taking a little bit more and applying this on my inner corners and bottom lash line for some extra sparkliness. On the waterline, I'm going to take this Essence, what is it called? Big Bright Eyes eye pencil to open up the eyes along the waterline. And then finally, for the star of this video, the eyeliner, the pop of Periwinkle, I'm going to go into my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Pen, and this is called Periwinkle. And I'm just going to apply a very simple line with this. I'm not going to wing it, just a thicker, solid Periwinkle line. It does need a couple of layers to become really bright and intense. That's okay. So I'm just adding my first layer now, and then letting it dry for a bit, and then adding my second layer. Okay, now it's time for mascara and lashes, and because I want this look to be a little bit more romantic and lashy, I'm going to go for falsies and a lot of mascara on top and bottom. So for the top lashes, I'll be using my Makeup Studio Waterproof 3D in Extra Black. And for my bottom lashes, I'm going to go with my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. And for falsies, I'm going to take yet another pair of my Shan XO Beauty false lashes. These are the romantic, and they are so pretty. I can't wait. Well, I'm actually wearing it already, but I can't wait to have it on both of my eyes. All right, so once we've got our base and eyes done, it's time for the cheeks. I am not gonna go too far with the cheeks. I am, however, as always, first gonna contour, and here comes the shock. I am using my NYX Taupe blush, and boy is this baby gorgeous. I do not know why I didn't use you for so long. I do want to warm my face up a little bit more because I feel very, very pale right now. I'll be using the Bourjois bronzer, chocolate bronzer, and this is number 51. And it just kind of, you know, zhuzh it on your cheeks. It's actually a really good dupe for Disobey. For blush, I'm gonna go for a really soft purpley lilac, and this is MAC's Sakura. Brushing that onto the apples, somewhat more to the back, and then coming forward onto the actual apple. Jesus. And then to give myself that beautiful angelic glow, of course I need my Vanilla Pigment by MAC, so I'm gonna dust it all over the highest points of my face. Oh, I just love vanilla so much. You know what? I'm gonna go for some glow up in here. I'm basically gonna let my face take a bath in this. So for lips, the first thing I'm gonna do is line them and give them a little bit more zhuzh using my Bobbi Brown lip pencil in Pale Pink. Now for lipstick, I thought it would be nice to also go back to an old favorite. This is Pure Zen by MAC, and I'm just gonna put this all over. And then I want to give that a little bit more of a peachy touch, so I'm gonna take my Illamasqua cream pigment in Emerge. I'm gonna take a bit and tap it on top. And for my gloss today, I'll be using another NYX Butter Gloss, and this is Eclair. And that, guys, concludes this, I don't know, angelic sort of pop of periwinkle shimmery entire magic tutorial. For a full list of every single product mentioned and used throughout this video, go to my website, Nikkietutorials.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That all is Nikkietutorials. As always, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.